Hi there. I'm glad you attended. This is episode 3 of the Longboard dance lessons on Steam It. If you watched my last week's episode, you will see that we're actually doing a contest for you to do the tricks that we taught in the 2 previous lessons, and then I'm giving away some cryptocurrency for that. As long as we get a good response in the previous contest, we're going to keep that going every couple of lessons. So pay attention, keep up, learn those tricks. If you've got to break into a mall at night because you live in Canada or someplace with snow, I didn't encourage it, but do it. I'm encouraging it. I mean, I'm not encouraging it. Don't. That's legally bad. I would never encourage you to do things. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Yeah. Most of you in Steam It world and the crypto world will understand that. The rest of you, well, you should probably get in the crypto world and probably should get on Steam It. So, without further ado, this week we are going to teach you the spin big. Spin big is when your board does a 180 and you do a 360. It's a bit of a finesse of a trick. You have to first already know how to do a 180 pivot on the board, which is simply just standing on the nose and making your board do a 180 and going along with the board. When you get comfortable doing that trick, the next step is just as you're about to land the board, you do a 180. Yeah, that's right. 180 jump in the air. I just realized my microphone completely disconnected. Hopefully the audio is not entirely messed up, because you'll probably hear me like as the beard and shirt messes with the microphone. By the way, this is a tie-dye shirt that I made myself, the How We Roll Longboard community shirt. I will eventually probably make some more, in which case they will be available for any of my fans. So, about this trick that I'm apparently teaching you, meet me down there. All right, so on this trick, one of the important things is you're going to want to be able to do a 180 pivot. It's a little hard to do that standing still, but when you get the hang of that, come and try this trick. So one of the important things is when you go to do the pivot, you're going to want to do a nice slow transition into it. So you slowly lean on the front nose, so you just get those back wheels up like you're doing a nose manual, and you start looking over your shoulder. You can do this forward or backwards, and just as the board is getting about 3/4 of the way around, you're going to use that momentum and hop into a 360. Now, one of the things you can easily do in this trick is you can over-rotate, or the board doesn't go far enough. These are things that are just going to take a bit of time to get the feel for each individual board. If you're on a shorter board, you're going to need less effort. If you're riding a big board like me, well, you're going to have to carry that thing like a tree trunk. So if you can pivot on a tree trunk, I want to see you do a big spin on a tree trunk. Some of you may know, I'm taller than that. Some of you may know that there is also a trick called big spin, in which case you do the board, you shove the board into a 360 spin, and you just do a 180 with it doing a spin underneath you. This is a little bit more difficult in the bigger boards like what I ride, so it's not something that I can quite teach you yet until maybe I get a little bit better or less afraid of breaking my ankles. So let's take it onto the road and I'll show you some moves. Almost forgot the very important part, wearing my helmet. which I actually just realized I forgot the pads inside, which kind of leaves sharp Velcro stabbing my, my head. Well, we're gonna wear a toque underneath it to prevent my head from getting scratched to shit. And to, I guess, get myself really sweaty and be safe. It's more important to be safe than it is important to be not sweaty. After all, sweat releases toxins, and it's exercise. It's good for you. You'll lose weight, and make sure you hydrate. Just an extra tip. Throwing it in there. You know, you thought you were just getting longboard dance lessons. Well, I tell you what, I'm full of some information. 9/11 was an inside job. So, cruising along. We're going to start this small because you don't have to roll out of this. And see, that's just a normal pivot. I got my arms into it. I kind of dived into the shoulder. And then I just hung on till the board came around and slapped it down the 180, the opposite side. So once you get comfortable with this, you can add the little hop. Let's do this horizontally to you so the camera can see it better. So, we're cruising along. You do a 180. And you don't always do it perfectly because guess what? We're all human. Oh. It's longboard. You do a slow pivot, then you jump. That's how you do the spin big. All right. Now, we're going to do some variations. Variations. And by that I mean I'm just going to do a backwards spin big. Woo! A little bit shaky there. Let's combine this with a few other tricks. We're going to combine it with the cross step, which is a great combination to this trick. I'm going to do a little further back so you can see the whole movement, since I don't have a camera guy here. So you cross step, step on that board, spin big. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can match the same with the reverse spin big, or backside spin big, whatever you want to call it. Come in, you cross. Oh yeah. That one felt better than all my other spin bigs. Time for a little reverse action. Woo! So let's do a little combo here. So we're gonna start off with a double look back to cross step to spin big. And I got no momentum for a S carve, so I'm going to look back, 180 pivot, an S carve, torpedo pan, and narrowly missed the wall. Let's get a few of these down. Ooh, that kind of worked out nice. Sometimes you just got to jump on the board when it's flipping around, flopping like a dead fish. And then tell everybody you meant to do it. Woo! You know what I love about longboarding? When I am so stressed out, it's the one thing that makes me forget that I'm upset. It makes me forget that I'm frustrated and stressed out. I got bills to pay, I gotta move my house. Landlord's a piece of shit who doesn't clean up. Massive sewage leaks in my bathroom, in my basement actually, from my bathroom. But yeah, when everything goes bad, Just hop on this baby and go for a cruise and leave those troubles behind. So, I think that's it for this week. We're going to, turn you back right side up. That's it for this week. So we're going to see you next week with some new tricks, and hopefully you partake in the contest so that we can start giving away some Steam dollars and get some people excited about longboarding on Steam It.